Hey gang, welcome back to the shop. Hey, just wanted to do a quick little video on some Mustang doors, particularly the 1967-68 reproduction doors. We're in the process of installing some electric windows or power windows into this door shell, and this is an aftermarket door. Some of these doors can be very challenging. Some of them are crappy and some of them are crappier. And this one here is kind of just crappy at best. So wanted to show you a few things that we've already spoke with the owner about, and they made some corrections and doing some work on it, and then want to go over a little bit of what we did with it also. So we've got a lot of the track stuff put back in, the motor assembly, door latches, catches, things of that nature there. But what I would like to point out is a few things that needed to be done to make this door work, and it's still going to be tight. To start off with is on the end here, the gap that goes right here where the door lock, latch and everything's all at, the gap that runs along here. Some of these doors, they're extremely narrow, too narrow. In this particular case, it's been repaired by coming in from the rear here, and you see this braze line right here. I believe they brazed it, but they ended up making a cut down here to help spread this door out up here, so that we would have the proper width, so that it doesn't tear up your door felts. Also on this door here, you can see where it's been brazed up or tigged up. It's been ground down and ground on to make it flat and to get the lines and the gapping and everything all correct. So it needed that work there in several places. For us, when we were installing all the hardware and everything that's installed here, part of the problem here also was these two straps that tie the outer door shell together with the inner door shell. If you'll notice, these are fairly straight now, or they've been smoothed off, I should say. See if I can get you a good picture of that. This door here, when it was initially done, these straps weren't lined up at all and had big overhangs. So our vent window wouldn't slide down into it. So we took our finger sander and smoothed all those down and removed that excess material. You can see a little bit where we moved up in here and up in here, all up in here too. That allowed the vent window to slide down in there nice and smooth. Again, we used an old vent window, so we could scratch it up if need be, before we put in the brand new ones with the new chrome on it. Also, what we had to do was we had to massage this corner just a little bit, and utilizing the same file sander, remove just a little bit of material. There's not a lot to mess with, so you can't take off too much. But we had to clearance that just a little bit. So now the vent window just drops right in and fits real nice. Was taking a couple of measurements from 4 doors and these doors here. And like this one here is right around an inch and a 1/16 to an inch and an 1/8. Our issues were in the back. Now here's the passenger door, and this is an original 4 door. Now measuring this one here, we come up with 1 inch and 5/16. On this one, this door here, initially, before the modifications were made to the back here, this was barely 7/8 of an inch. It was that narrow. When it's that low, you're not going to be able to get your door felts popped in and the glass track to come up without tearing it all to pieces. So that's why we had the customer make that slot right here, spread the door out, and make the repair there. And even now, this one here is at maybe 1 inch and a 1/16. So 1 inch and 5/16 is really what we're looking for. Original 4 door, 1 inch and an 1/8 right there. Almost inch and just a little over inch and a quarter So those are some of the modifications that you have to do to these doors to make them work. And it's just the quality of the manufacturer itself. I kind of have my beliefs, you know, that in China they probably got 3 factories making these doors. One turns out really crappy doors, one turns out less crappier doors, and then you have the top of the line one that makes an okay door. On this car right here that we're getting ready to drop a 390 big block back into, it has 2 reproduction doors on it also. But these doors here are in pretty good shape. We have our about an inch and a 1/16 here, maybe a tad bit more. I've measured the other door also, and it's an inch and 5/16 also. So if you can shoot to get an inch and 5/16, I think you'll be in pretty good shape. But anyhow, just wanted to give you a little update on this. And let me show you here. You can see the still working out a little bit of kinks and bugs in it, but we're going to get there. So anyway, that's it for now. Stay alert, stay alive. Y'all be safe out there.